Hey guys, welcome back to Tonterias con la Nikki. I'm so glad y'all are loving these. On today's episode, we have once again Joseph because y'all requested him again. Y'all want him to be a co-host, so I'm still up in the air about that. But we also have Keto Angel, my aunt. And yes, guys, I hope y'all enjoy today's video. It's going to be a little sensitive topic, so if you're sensitive, please don't listen. We might this is going to be very opinionated. These are just our opinions. This is just what we want to say about the subject, but I hope y'all enjoy. Love y'all. So the topic we're talking about today, this happened in the county we're from, Hidalgo County. It happened here in Far, Texas, so we're from McAllen. It's a couple cities away. This one is about two Texas brothers who beat their stepfather to death, who accused of sexually assaulting the sister. So this, like I said, topic is a little bit scary to talk about because we are only giving our opinions, and I know people's opinions might be different. But what are your opinions on this, Ange? What do you think about the whole situation? What would you like to say?
Well, when I first heard about it, I was super worried because I was not worried, but I was like, what the heck? Like, some kids they're malicious kids doing stuff to people. I didn't know what had happened. I felt bad for the man. But as the days evolved and the story evolved, it was just crazy. I felt so bad for the little girl. And then the story just kept evolving to find out that they were actually defending their little sister. I had no idea it was their family. Man, it was heartbreaking. I felt hard. So bad. That was our topic at every lunch hour during work.
Las comadres.
Yes, pues comadres.
Yeah, because the little girl was 9 years old.
9, and I think
and that was her dad.
Yeah, it wasn't stepdad or anything. It was the dad.
The dad.
I thought it was like the neighbor.
Sicker. Like, que pinche asco, dude. Like, no.
And the sad part is, like, people were coming for the kids, some people, but, like, they took it into their own hands because...
Did you hear that Mia Khalifa donated?
Yeah, I saw that. But
it even came on TMZ.
Dude,
really?
It just came on TMZ last night. Yes.
That's crazy. So if y'all don't know what the story is, let me go ahead and read y'all what happened. A Texas man whom authorities investigated for sexually assaulting a child was found allegedly beaten to death by 3 teenagers, 2 of whom were the man's stepsons, police say. Police in Far, which is located in the Rio Grande Valley in South Texas, announced this week the arrest of 18-year-old Alejandro Trevino, 17-year-old Christian Trevino, and 18-year-old Juan Eduardo Melendez. So 2 of them were brothers, the Treviños, and then the other one was just a friend.
Their friend, yes.
Yes, and they didn't share the same mom, so they had the same dad. So they were half brothers, but they were still brothers. The town's police chief, Andy Harvey, identified Alejandro and Christian as stepsons of Gabriel Quintanilla, whose body was found in an open field by a farmer on January 20th. So this happened a week ago. According to Harvey, Quintanilla had been in a national database since 2019 after another minor claimed he had sexually abused her between 2014 and 2016. So the part that got me about this was that the mom was what is it called? Hiding him. She knew
because he was wanted.
Yes, she knew he was wanted. She knew he had been wanted
for another case, but in that type of right.
And I feel like as a mom, you're endangering your child, and if that were my case,
I would have because she knew about this.
But why didn't she
say anything? And did you hear that he lived blocks away or real close to the police department, right?
Yes, but then again, this goes back to Lifetime. I see a lot of Lifetime movies, and sometimes the ladies, you don't know. Like, we don't know. Like, it's a tough situation. I feel for the whole family, and I mean it affects all of us here in the RGV.
No, she's a pendeja because she should have.
But what do you mean? What do you mean they don't? Sometimes they don't know.
What if the man? What if she couldn't? What if that man was doing stuff to her and like?
What if he was gonna like kill her?
Yes. What if she tried and she?
Well, at least he got found. I mean, he was dead, but at least they found him because it was 2 years they were looking for him. I'm sorry.
I think it was more.
It was 2 years. They said.
Oh, since 2019.
And I know people are trying to. We're signing petitions. I personally did sign.
I signed a petition and I shared it on my Instagram. When I saw the petition, it had 70,000. I think it's already.
It had like 300,000 or something.
Yeah.
They were showing the kids' Facebook stuff. Like, they were not bad kids. They're just huerquitos. Like,
but I feel like as a brother, and if the cops, like as a brother, I'm sure my brothers would do the same for me.
Yes, I would have done that and more. Like, no. That's, I mean,
you would have killed him after he was killed?
Yes. No, but I probably would have done more.
But what if they didn't know he was dead? What if they just beat him
up? They just beat him up with brass knuckles.
I read
I think they hit him one too many times and he died.
Well, okay.
I mean, oh my God.
Well, at least they found him, dude, because they had been looking for him forever, like, you know? He deserved everything.
I know. I feel like doing it to your own daughter,
That's what's sick.
That's
like not that anything is ever okay, but
like they
that's
traumatized
even worse.
that girl forever.
I know, and she's gonna be mentally unstable now.
Well, on here it says Quintanilla had been in a national database since 2019 after another minor claimed he had sexually abused her between 2014 and 2016. Quintanilla has been on the run from authorities ever since. So he was on the run since 2016. That's 6 years.
And you're not going to tell me that the wife didn't know about this.
Exactly. Until his body was found. I mean, obviously he was found dead, but his body was found and that happened. It says, Harvey said in a press conference Wednesday afternoon the detectives went out to look for Quintanilla at the time and weren't able to find him. They searched. They went to his last known residence. They went to his mother's residence multiple times.
I think they didn't search hard enough because you're not going to tell me that they looked, you know?
And that's another thing they're bringing up. Like, why did all of a sudden, like,
now
why didn't they pursue the case?
Yes, we found him. Yeah, you found him dead years later. Had they gotten into it a lot quicker, like, they can find you, you know, they will. That wouldn't have happened. That couldn't have been avoided. Mm-hmm. So it's weird, you know?
Yeah, it says right here, Christian and Juan are being charged with capital murder while all 3 teens are being charged with aggravated assault, family violence, and engaging in organized criminal activity. Capital murder because Quintanilla was kidnapped when he was taken in the back of the F-150 and dropped off somewhere else. So he was kidnapped, and then at the scene where they dropped him off, the Trevinos, they got some property, stole some property from Quintanilla.
And what about the mom? They're not going to do anything to her?
I think the mom
she
should
needs to get charged. Mm-hmm. I think she needs to get... I need to speak to someone. She needs to be accountable for this. Yeah. Because she was hiding him.
And I would never do that to my daughter. Like... As a mother, how do you think your daughter feels that you were...
She's betrayed. She was betrayed and sick, like, by both parents. For the dad for doing that, and then the mom for knowing about it.
And allowing it. And she probably didn't believe her daughter.
She condoned it in a sense because she knew about his previous...
It's like that other case in Edinburgh that happened a few years ago that the man killed the lady and then he killed himself all because he was doing stuff to the little girl also.
I don't remember that one, but that's so sad.
Years ago.
Well, I don't think that they would have killed himself, so he needed to get killed.
Well, yeah, he was running away from them. I don't think, But I feel like, why do you run away if you're not guilty, you know? Here on the internet, 200,000 call for the release of teens arrested for killing. So that's awesome that people are stepping up. Celebrities, big people out there using their platforms and stuff.
You know who I think will step up? Honestly, Kim Kardashian, because she is Captain Save-A-Ho. Like, literally, she is. She will do that. You don't think so?
I think so.
Yeah, once she sees it.
I'm sure she saw it already.
It's everywhere. Who has not seen it?
And what was weird is when it was all happening, I was like, it's just any typical case down here, like a murder or whatever. Like, duh, it's okay. That happens every day, whatever. But then I was like, wait, no, this is like, why is it on TMZ? Why is it on... TikTok. On Yahoo, on TikTok, like, why am I seeing it everywhere? Like, I just dismissed it because it was right here, like, it's in far, where that's the city next to us. But, no, ma'am, it's a big, big deal. I was like, oh, okay, so.
And those brothers were just defending their sister.
Honestly, that's all it is. So they're going to be, some people are going to be, they can probably feel okay now that they did something. They might not mind being in jail because, you know, that at least they did something. They didn't stay quiet.
They protected their sister. Yeah. They did what they could. They got rid of who was doing something.
So many people are bothered, but they want them to, like, let them out.
But I was reading a lot of the comments on Facebook, and I was seeing a lot of people say, like, I would have done the same thing. Everybody would have done the same thing. If the mom is not taking, the cops never found him. He's going to continue doing it to other people. Like, that's
they would have done the same thing,
victim.
yes, but it's still illegal to do what they did.
No,
so they have to be accountable for that, but it's not.
I get that it's illegal, and I get it's the law, but the cops should have looked harder. Yeah,
they should have found him. If they would have found him, this could have all been avoided.
They're too busy doing other things. Like, I literally saw the day after that happened, they were at Lowe's because a guy went in with a BB gun.
Oh, God. Really?
Like, they're too busy doing other things. Or
like the fajita guy that stole fajitas. Like,
and he's still in prison.
I know.
The fajita bandit. That also happened here, guys.
What? What happened?
The guy that stole the fajitas.
He stole like 25 pounds of fajitas.
From where?
No, it wasn't 25 pounds.
Maybe $25,000 the fajitas.
No. Thousands.
Really?
Thousands of dollars.
Okay, then let me search it.
But that was like $250,000. Which, okay,
yes, he did wrong and punish him, but he's still in prison. And there's people that do bad things, and there they are free. That's not cool. That is not cool to me.
The one that happened in 2018?
Yes.
A
$250.
former Cameron County employee who's still 1.2 million worth.
1.2
Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
Fajitas.
I mean, it was just fajitas.
That's just 10
Or was
million
it
cows.
brisket?
A former Cameron County employee who's still 1.2 million worth of fajitas is appealing his 50-year sentence. Gilberto Iscamilla was sentenced in April for one count of theft by a public employee. Investigators determined Iscamilla would intercept county-funded food deliveries and deliver them to his own customers.
Which, yes, wrong is wrong. Punish him, but that 50 years, come on. I
I
There's
hope those fajitas
people-
were fucking good.
Dude, there's people, like, my uncle was killed by a drunk driver, and that girl's already out and walking.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this guy should be released. He didn't kill anybody. He just stole some fajita. I mean, 1.2 million worth of fajita.
I mean, hello, we're Mexicans. We like to eat. We needed fajita. We don't know.
Did you need 1.2 million though?
We don't know what kind of party he was
Pinche
planning.
gordo.
He's very skinny.
Oh shit, I'm the gordo.
He's very skinny.
Aw, chiquito.
I feel so bad. We need to petition that too.
Okay.
Guys, I'm gonna
Change.org, here we come.
sentenced to 50 years in prison. That's insane, dude. That's crazy. That's mind-boggling.
So what have they updated? Have they updated anything about the boys? Are they gonna let them out? Do you think they're gonna lower their bond? I know they reached their bond already, right?
Yeah, that's.
They reached their bond.
They did.
Okay.
On their.
Córrele,
Everyone.
córrele, vamos a Mexico. Let's go. Let's hide them over there. Because then after that, do you think they'll get along with the mom?
I don't know.
I would hate my mom if my mom was.
Because she knew.
Unless they
condoned
know,
it.
unless, like I said, there's another side of the story that we don't know. Maybe if the man was doing stuff to her, and maybe the kids were the only ones that were able to.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe think like that. But
Well, I've seen a lot
there's
of
Mujeres Unidas.
True.
She can reach out. She can get out if she really wants
Well, it's
to.
like all those dumb girls that stay
Because-
with
Oh,
the
you think
guys
she
that
knew
beat him
it?
up.
You think she knew that he was doing to the daughter?
Not maybe not to the daughter, but she knew that he had done
was
it prior.
to somebody
So
else.
why is she harboring him?
Yes.
And once the daughter told her, I'm not sure how many days passed by because they haven't said how many days passed by.
Or
Once
how
the
long
daughter-
had it been?
Once the daughter came out to her and told her, my dad is doing this to me.
So the daughter did come out to her.
That's how the boys found out. The daughter came back to her mom and told
I
her.
thought she told the boys only. So she told her
No,
mom
she
too.
told her mom.
Oh, it better have been like that same day, barely, because no, ma'am.
I don't know, but I mean, yes, they did wrong. Like I said, wrong is wrong. But those boys, they are heroes. They helped their sister, and that's what we do.
And their
as
sister's
family.
always gonna remember
We
that.
defend our family. We protect our family, and
It says right here the beating allegedly happened after the Trevino brothers learned their sister claimed she was inappropriately touched by Quintanilla at an RV park. Police say the brothers were enraged and confronted Quintanilla, resulting in a physical
Maybe
fight
it
and
happened
multiple
right then and there.
assaults. Yeah, I think it happened. So
Right, it all happened in the
they
moment.
found out. Yeah, it's out. They acted out of rage. I mean,
Yeah, so that's what's gonna help them. Honestly, they're gonna lower their case because
they
gonna
acted
say,
out of rage.
They're gonna say that they weren't mentally there, which is, I mean, you know how the law works and how the
Yeah, and
attorneys
the-
are good at how they word things. So, I'm sure they're gonna get their time or whatever it is, their account lowered, just because they weren't in the right senses.
Oh my God, I'm looking, and dude, this is on every single news thing everywhere. It's all over.
It is.
It's all
crazy.
over.
Kim, are you there? Did you hear about it or not? We need your help.
She's listening to the podcast. Hey, Kim Kardashian, I know you're listening.
My
Please
name is
help.
Kim Kardashian. Wow.
this is your brother, Joseph.
And they don't look like bad kids. They just look like
No,
little
they
tacuachitos.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. They're so cute, guys. They look so young and so innocent. Like they probably barely graduated high school. Like
Well, that's what I was saying. They were sharing their page. People were sharing posts and stuff from their Facebook pages. Like they were showing. I think one of them was like a truck, and there was little stuff that little kids post. They didn't seem like they're violent, showing guns and stuff. Like
Well, they only
some
did.
people-
They just beat him up. They didn't shoot him with a gun either.
Yeah.
He just. I mean, it's his
but are
fault for
brass
being weak
knuckles
and he died.
illegal?
I don't think they would be illegal. I've seen them at stores.
Maybe they
I've seen them at the pulga, yeah.
Yeah, me too. The pulga de animal. They have some. I saw them. I don't know. Are they illegal? I think they are actually.
Let me do my research. Hold on, guys. I just found out that brass knuckles are legal here in the state of Texas, and I also just found out that the youngest one, Alejandro Trevino, the reason he's not being charged with the capital murder, I think his charges aren't that high, was because he was dropped off at his residence. So they beat him up 3 times. They beat him up once leaving the RV park or something that happened there. He ran away. They met him up a second time, and they beat him up again.
The RV park where she was touched at.
I think they lived in the RV. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So
We won't know. Okay. we'll never know because we can't ask him because he's dead. But okay.
Joseph. So basically, he was beat up 3 times in a matter of that same day. That's why he was dead. The first time he was beat up, he ran off. The second time he was beat up was the second time that Alejandro was dropped off. After the second time Alejandro was dropped off, that's why he's not charged with that.
So he didn't get to see the other time.
No, yes, because then it says right here, Alejandro was dropped off and Christian and Melendez assaulted Quintanilla a 3rd time, placing him in the bed of the truck afterwards and dropping him off at the field. So I did read up, I'm not sure if this is true or not, that when they dropped him off at the field, he was not dead.
He was still alive.
He was still alive.
Yeah,
I did read that.
Yeah,
I read that too.
Yeah, he was still alive. He later died.
Also just saw that the petition titled Justice for Alejandro, Christian, and Juan is the 2nd highest petition on Change.org's popular category.
Dang,
that's
so
intense.
this is
Virational.
Dude, very much
Just
so.
another thing to put us on the map.
Yes, I love that. We were the most obese city.
We are the most obese city. Go Joe!
I fall into that category. And I'm not shy, guys. I don't care.
Representing.
Ándale, pinche gordo. No, but wait, now that you brought that up, so what if he didn't die due to the beating?
I don't think he did.
Maybe he had
a
underlying
heart attack or something.
I mean, they're little kids. How hard can a little kid hit
Well, the
you?
brass knuckle. Let me give you a chingazo with a brass knuckle.
Let me hit you with the damn brass knuckle.
Not afraid.
Estilo de las
Not
veñas,
scared.
that hurts you. Imagine with the, a brass knuckle.
But look how small the kids were.
Ay, tampoco. They weren't 2 months old. They were tan chingones. So,
okay, true.
But,
And the Juan Melendez, he looks big.
Yeah.
It's like como Josie.
I see.
Except Mamado.
Mamado.
They were probably like, hey, let's bring our friend, the tougher one. So then what do you think he died of?
Well, maybe that, but I don't know. Maybe you could. Now that you brought that up, they need what do you call that thing?
An ominopopsy.
Autopsy. Autopsy, right? That's what they call it?
An autopsy.
Autopsy, yeah. We need answers. We need to know why.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he died from the chingazos, dude.
Probably.
Because I mean, imagine they beat him up
this is
3
not
times.
gonna go. This is never gonna go away. Like this. It's gonna be like Elizabeth Josso.
They're
we
gonna
already
make.
forgot about her. Did she ever have the kids?
Not Elizabeth Hassel.
Oh,
like that. Like
Royal
that died
Cat.
down. That died down. We all forgot about
She got
her.
her
I
15 minutes
did.
of
I never
fame.
forgot about her. But that died down. But this is never gonna die down.
No,
Like,
this will
it's
never
gonna
die
be-
down.
It's gonna be
And I feel like they'll probably make a movie about it or something.
Oh, yeah.
That's
ooh,
how
hi
for
Netflix.
Sure. Yeah. I feel like they would make a movie about it or something because it's that subject to talk about. It's just very touchy. So
Hopefully they change lives or they do they.
I think it is.
How?
Because every time one of these movies comes out, it brings alertness and awareness. Maybe people don't know. Or maybe if they're afraid to speak up.
I was gonna say toodles to the little kudos, cooties. Kudos to the little girl for speaking up, because I mean I would never know how to tell my mom if that was me in that case, you don't want to hurt your mom's feelings, this and that, so kudos to her for
and you don't know how many people go through that. I had never
and you
known.
don't even know how many other victims he has,
yeah,
only
that's
only
true.
one
Hopefully
other person that's
maybe
they're
hopefully
gonna
there's
come
not
out.
more
More
there
people
isn't
come out.
but if there is, hopefully they do come out
and that would probably help the guys,
yeah, I think so,
because I mean FAR PD should have done better.
honestly. Yes,
They're at your doorstep. If you have a warrant for your arrest, why didn't they check his wife's house?
or he was there the whole entire time. They checked the mom's house. Why didn't they? I mean, and his family should have. I mean,
come on,
they should have.
my mom has always
she's
said,
always said that.
If you kill someone or if you do something illegal, I'm turning your ass into jail. My mom has always said that, and as I know pinche vieja, but I do respect that, because there's a lot of parents that harbor their kids or that don't own up to their mistakes, like not even own up to their mistakes. They condone their children's, and I feel like that this world is so shitty because of that also. Like, just own up to your shit, pay your time in jail, or, I mean, don't do nothing bad.
My parents always told me that too. If y'all ever go to jail, we're not going to get you out. You need to learn your lesson. We're going to be there. So I was always traumatized to go to jail, which thankfully I never have and never will.
Yet.
if
Anything
I
in
do,
jail.
I will need pen pals, but yeah.
Oh no, I'm not doing that. I don't like to write.
Joseph's been to jail once.
Oh yes, I was.
Thanksgiving.
It was just to mark it off my bucket list. I just wanted to know what it looked like in there, So I went for a day and I got out, but I wouldn't go for anything crazy.
No. Oh no, I've never been. I mean, I have not on busted newspaper yet,
Well, good thing that that didn't exist back then, because if you know, you know.
It didn't exist back then?
No.
When did it exist?
It just started like not so long ago, like 2020. And if I ever do get in, for God forbid, for anything, for maybe we're getting in a bar fight or something, or they get arrested, please email them right away as soon as they call you. I'm not gonna call mom to let her know. I'm gonna call you. Email bustednewspaper.com. Offer them $50 so that they don't post my damn mugshot.
Oh, yeah.
Or report the damn post, or make sure nobody shares it.
I've reported it. You need to call. You need to message them, and they will remove it. So guys, if you didn't know that,
because that shit goes on fast. The next day you get arrested. The next day you're on busted,
and everybody knows about it.
Chale, yeah.
Because it is public record.
Dude, that's scary. That is very scary. So, my facts straight. Sorry, because there's so many articles, and I've been doing my research throughout the days, but they all say different things. And I just found here that it says Christian Trevino chased Quintanilla to. Okay, I'm sorry. When brothers Alejandro and Christian Trevino found out, they became enraged and confronted Gabriel Quintanilla at the residence. So at the residence where he lived, they confronted him there. And then a physical fight happened between the three, and the victim, Quintanilla, left the location on foot. So he left after that happened, right? Then Christian Trevino chased Quintanilla to a nearby apartment complex where a second assault occurred involving Alejandro and the driver of a red Dodge Charger, identified as Melendez. Then, the three suspects then left the location, changed vehicles, and drove back, where they found Quintanilla walking alone and injured, according to FAR police. Quintanilla was allegedly assaulted a third time before being placed in the bed of a truck and dumped in the field. Police believe Quintanilla might have still been alive when the teens allegedly dumped his body.
Can that save them though if he was alive and he just like
because
he later died due to that? If it was
I don't.
They're gonna be like, why didn't they take him to like the
hospital or something? Yeah, no, I don't think it can save them. I think the damage is
well, they
done.
had to leave because they had to be there for their sister because of what that man had done.
Like, imagine how much anger they had for them to go back 3 times.
And then it also shows that Melendez did have a charge of possession of marijuana, which is not going to help the situation.
Who is that?
The one that's not the brother, the friend.
But he wasn't there for the murder, so he should be fine.
Yeah, he was.
He was there for the murder?
He partook in all 3 different beatings.
Really?
Yeah.
But he's not in jail, or he's in jail too?
He's in jail, yeah, with capital murder.
Their bond was $500,000. Is it for each one or for all of them?
I think it was higher for the 2 ones that partook.
I know that the GoFundMe, but they removed it. That's messed up. I wonder if there's another way.
I wonder if they know, since they're in jail and there's no phones in there and stuff.
Do they know how?
I wonder, do they know how much support they have behind them and like?
There was like several famous people that are like.
Like, I wonder if they know what's going on right now outside. Like, I wonder if they have a lawyer, if the lawyer is telling them, or if they're lost and they think that they did bad.
I just searched around on Facebook and everybody's like, where is this GoFundMe account so we can get these
I'm looking for it. I don't find it.
I can't find it. It's not there. They removed that.
Unless they closed it and got it.
Maybe it's illegal to be funding for,
like I've seen many dumb GoFundMe accounts.
Like what? Reading a lot of comments on the article, I did not know that could leave comments. And right here it says police didn't act on information /warrant and left these kids to serve justice, which I agree.
That's exactly what
everybody is going to be agreeing because
it's true.
That's why everyone is
could have been prevented
supporting this.
Had they done their job right.
It says right here, put me on that jury and let these kids walk, regardless of what the law says. Why not?
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, they didn't do it to just random person. They're not fighting with somebody. They had a reason why they acted that way.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see them arrested in court, like they're crying, it just breaks your heart. It broke my heart.
I haven't seen that. I don't want to see that stuff.
Don't see it. You'll cry.
No, yeah, they look very sad. The youngest one, or I think they were the same age. So el papá era puto entonces, because how are 2 of them the same age and they're from different moms?
Era puto. Valley teens.
Valley teens, for real. Because they're
Alejandro. I knew he looked familiar. He's probably always at El Toro.
Yes, because
not the Toro.
Alejandro and Christian are both 18 and they're from different moms. They're not twins. They're half brothers, it said. Yeah.
So that one, the third one's the friend.
That's the friend, yeah.
Oh, chulitos, all of them.
Guys, it's so sad. They're so handsome and they look baby face y todo. Like they have so much. Their life is barely starting. Like they just finished school and stuff.
Oh, because their mom wanted to be with that pinche viejo puerco. But, oh well.
And we can go into that topic now. I think girls stay with guys because they're scared to leave them, which I understand. Guys, but there's, like I was saying earlier, there's Mujeres Unidas. There's other places you can reach out to who will help you leave. Like, you don't have to stay there. Just, there's, what is that army thing? What is it called?
Salvation Army.
I mean, tampoco. If you're in a house, I don't think you want to go live there.
I know, but
It's a
if
little
you're in
ceremony.
danger, if you're in actual danger.
Mujeres Unidas is better than Salvation. I would just
yeah,
go try
I know.
that one first. If that one's full,
I don't think they get
you
full.
can go
I
Salvation.
think
They don't get
Go-
that
you
full
have
only in the
family.
winter, but
But you have family you can speak up to. Like, don't be a pendeja. Like, even if you're getting whatever the case may be.
I know
learn
some
to
people are like,
be
it's
okay
so
to
hard.
walk away,
Yes.
guys. You need to learn that it's okay to walk away regardless.
Be
Whether you're
independent
getting-
and
whether
not
your
codependent.
husband's giving you stoppage and beating you up. Get up and leave.
well,
girl.
that's what I was saying earlier. Like a lot of girls, and no offense, don't take this personal, but I know a lot of girls personally that the guys beat them up and they're still with them. Like,
But some people like that. Some
Well,
girls
yeah, okay,
like
well, then
that.
them.
Okay,
but
well, I'm
there's-
some girls, okay? I used to like getting a little cacheteada here and there.
Donkey kicked, or what did you call
But
it?
Donkey
maybe
punch.
I mean, I was in a relationship a few years ago, many years ago, and I felt I couldn't get out of it. It was not abusive, but it was verbally abusive.
That can be more damage.
That's abuse.
It's
Yes.
more damage.
Verbal abuse, physical abuse, emotion abuse, that is more damaging than actual physical abuse because that can hurt you mentally. I was in a very toxic relationship when I was at a young age, and that it was bad. It was very bad. So it just any form of abuse it can trigger you.
I have a friend, he's that chingón el vato, he's a big guy. Like, he's big, you know? And dude, you can beat him, his girlfriend his ex would hit him. That didn't bother him. When she would say, yeah, you fat fuck, or whatever. Oh my god, dude, that was traumatizing to him. Like, that's why he broke up with her. Because verbally, he's traumatized. That's
And then
crazy how
it hurts you in
affects
the long
now.
run because you become insecure,
It puts
and
down.
you, no matter how much someone tells you you're beautiful or this and that, you're never going to believe it because you were once a fat fuck
Yeah.
to
She
someone.
would tell him that, like, just in general, put him down. Like, she would just say a lot of mean things. Like, she's very verbally abusive. And he tells me, Joseph, that hurts me more than... I was like, really? It's crazy, but it is traumatizing to some people.
And it's vice
like a
versa,
deal.
guys. It happens to guys. I mean, it happens to us girls, but guys too. Like,
Oh, guys get
I
abused.
know.
man,
guys
I see
get
so many
abused.
guys that the girls treat them like trash. I'm like, man, I could treat you like a king, and you know, there they are with that vieja just because she looks like a model. Like, you know, it's not about looks anymore.
Okay, now we're getting.
Okay.
You don't have to cry after that. You don't have to cry.
Oh my god, tell me
was-
how you really feel.
I was honestly just coming over for breakfast. I did not know I was gonna be part of this.
But that's how you really feel.
So that's what you've been holding in?
Yes, okay. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm kidding.
Damn, that's crazy. So, yes, guys, if you're in a toxic relationship, like I said on the podcast with Tia, I know as hard as you think it is, just leave when he's working, pack your shit, leave when he's working, get out.
I would leave when he's there.
Joseph, but it's dangerous for some people.
Yeah, you're right. Okay,
Like,
okay.
some people end up dead because the
I
guy
know,
doesn't want them to leave. And as scary as that is, guys, like, if you're in a toxic relationship, just know this, that I'm gonna sound very, like, mean.
Dr. Phil? Oh.
I'm gonna sound like, but you're bound to hit that road if you don't get out because it's only gonna get worse. It doesn't get better. If he abuses you, it's only gonna get worse. It's not gonna get better. Like I said, so leave, get up, walk, leave, run, crawl, drive away, whatever you have to do. Call someone. Just get out.
Yeah, you're not alone. It's a lot. It's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Some people think that it's just there.
And you want to know what? I'm so grateful for TikTok because people speak up a lot on it about abuse.
Yes, and you know, all these young people are watching that. Maybe, like I said, it opens doors. Like, maybe I should speak up or talk or.
Well, Joseph and I were watching a live the other day, and a girl was with her boyfriend. She was gonna go meet up with the girl he was cheating on her with.
Oh my god.
Guys are
crazy.
trash. Oh, girls are trash too.
Yeah, everybody.
And that too, like if you're gonna why cheat, just tell the person you don't want to be with them and leave and go.
I always say that, but Joseph thinks that you should cheat. He says it's always.
No, but you just because what if you don't know yet? You
Joseph
know?
says it's easier to ask
You
for
know.
forgiveness than for permission.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Sometimes. No, I'm just kidding. Depends who. No, I'm just kidding. No, like, if I know a lot of people that are with their partner. You don't want to be with them anymore. You're there talking. Just go. Leave them. Let that person be happy.
All right. So I'm actually reading here. No wonder we can't find the GoFundMe. We're like pendejas looking for it and we can't find it. The reasoning, they removed their campaign. Oh, this pendeja put campaign. Their campaign, which raised over $20,000. Their reasoning was that they don't allow people to raise money for crimes. That's messed up.
That is dumb.
So how can we get them there to get them out of there?
Well, just lie and say it's for your BBL.
Oh. True. Oh yeah, that's right.
Let's do that. And you could use some of it for it. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. No. Don't come for us, guys. This is all fun and games. But I know this podcast might be a little over the place. It's because we're doing our research and we get a little distracted because when we're all three together, it's bad.
It's terrible.
We're very bad.
But that's what podcasts are. They're supposed to be all over the place. So who cares? And if they don't like it, they can just tune out. What's the big deal?
No, but honestly, okay. So we're gonna kill two birds with one stone. Oh, that was too soon. No, we're gonna kill two birds with one stone. People wanted Angela.
Oh, with a breast knuckle.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
Oh my word. You're terrible.
No. So I did ask on Instagram, which if y'all are not following me, please go follow me. It's Alexandra Castillanos with 3 S's, Keto Angel, and Joseph Castillanos. So if you're not following me, I did post this week that who would y'all like to see on my podcast? And I actually had a few votes for you, Angie.
Me? No
yes.
way.
So now that you're on here, and we already got off the topic of the Melendez and the Trevino brothers, if something comes back up, guys, I might go on to that topic again. We get distracted, like I said. So this is gonna be all over the place. We need to be a little bit more organized. Well, I should say I should be a little bit more organized. But people wanted to know about you, Ange. So they wanted to know, what do you look for in a man? Are you single? Are you married? What's going on?
Okay, well, I am 41 years old. I know I look like I'm 20, guys. I'm not. If y'all see me.
You're 41? I didn't know that.
I'm 41, dude.
Wow.
And I'm actually their aunt.
Go about the story of how you're our aunt, because...
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, so she's our aunt. Or she
was
our aunt.
I was their aunt. Maybe over 20 years ago, I was married to their uncle. And very nice person, nice guy. But whatever happened, it didn't work out. And, because you think that you're going to lose your family. And I was very attached to these kids. Nikki was actually the flower girl at my wedding. Joseph was the little kid trying to eat all the finger food at the table. And it wasn't even ready to be eaten. And little Al, was just a baby. One time we had to babysit him, and they thought he was my kid. Her brother is super white, and we were very dark. But yeah, so they were my family. So when we got divorced, I was like, man, I'm going to miss the family, because I was so used to, hanging out with them. They had just bought their house and they lived a few blocks away from us. And I was very sad. And then, well, long story short, I'm still part of their family. I'm at their house every day. I go to every trip that they've had.
Everything.
You flirt with all my deals.
Only the cute ones.
No, yeah, so she's our aunt. We still call her our aunt. Because she's family. Yes, I've known her my whole life, literally.
And fun fact is that we're completely different people. For those, I know Joseph has brought this up many times. They make fun of me that I'm the pastor's kid, but it's true. I am the pastor's kid. My dad's a pastor, so we're complete opposites. But yet we're still able to get along. Mm-hmm. I'm always the designated driver. Fun fact, believe it or not, I do not drink. I'm always a designated driver. Sometimes I'm thirsty, and Joseph will give me Gatorade.
I spiked your punch once.
I know you did.
Okay,
I know you did.
No, I wanted to go into the topic now since you're already there. How was it? And be honest, because whoever's watching this, maybe you never know, maybe they are a pastor's daughter also. Be completely honest and transparent. How was it being a pastor's daughter? Because not everybody's a pastor's daughter.
Well, I think he became a pastor when you were older, right?
No, we were kids. We
grew
really?
Up.
Yeah, we were little kids. I was 5 years old.
Go Fido, okay.
So how was it being a pastor's daughter, and how was it in school? Did you deal with bullying or any of that?
Hey, church girl.
No, because growing up, no, I didn't. It was more because I lived in the north side of McAllen, but yet we were not rich.
I see.
We were not rich, trust me. We lived in a trade. So no, I was never bullied about church and stuff. I was always, the kids I would hang out with would go to their church, but it was different because I would go to church in Mexico. So I'd be like, I knew stories and stuff in Spanish, and my friends would know English. But so then I went to junior high, high school, And then in high school, it did get a little like, she goes to church because they wanted to go to, let's say, to the park, on San Luis Park. No, not on... Joe, I can't with you, dude. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, if y'all have never hung out with Joseph 5 minutes, you can... I don't think me and you could ever go to school together because we would be the ones that they would move because we were talking and would still be talking when we moved. But yeah, no, I did go to McAllen Memorial High School my freshman year. I was all excited to be in McAllen Memorial. And yeah, then I started hanging around with the wrong crowd. And that's where it did get difficult because I had to go to church and they had to do stuff. So long story short, my parents took me out and put me in a private school. So then I was with other Christian kids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You want to tell them about how you almost moved?
No. Okay, one time this guy, I was talking to this guy. He was from the Campito.
If you don't know what that is, that's like...
It's the labor camp here in McAllen, Texas. And
the
McAllen, the labor camp.
Okay, that.
So McAllen Memorial High School is right next to it. So I was talking to a guy from there, and I mean, I was 14 years old, and he would always tell me things like "Estás bien bonita" and all this stuff. So I was like, "Oh my God, the guy thinks I'm pretty." And he was an older guy. I think he was like a junior or sophomore. And to me, I was like, "Wow." And then he's like, "Quiero que vengas conmigo para el norte." And I'm like, "Yes." He's like, "Vamos ir para Michigan," or I don't know, it was Ohio.
Not Michigan.
And I'm like, okay, like what am I gonna do? He's like, pues vamos a levantar asparagus and all this stuff. I'm like, yes, like I love asparagus. I didn't even know what asparagus was because I was just used to green beans and stuff. But I'm like, yes. So my dad was out of town. He was on a mission trip that day. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get my bag, and I would always go across the street. That's where the people, the friends would hang out with. So the guy that I liked would hang out with those friends. Girlfriend, the boyfriends of the girls. Long story short, I'm packing my bag and my mom's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Mom, I'll be back. I'm gonna go with my friends." And she's like, "A dónde?" I'm like, "To Iowa." She's like, "Hacer?" I'm like, "I'm gonna move." She's like, "No, ¿qué estás pasando?" And she was all getting mad at me. I'm like, "Mom, I gotta go." And I could see the light flickering across the street. That was a sign that I needed to go already. And then she's like, "No, Angela." She's getting mad at me, and she would get mad at me in English and Spanish. Well, my brother, he was I think he was like a 7th grader, 8th grader. He had just got home from football practice. He's like, "What's happening?" And my mom's like, "Mira tu hermana, she's trying to run away." And he's like, "What are you doing?" And like my brother, he was right out of, like, he had just got out of football. I think he was in his football gear, all sweaty. He's like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "I'm leaving. Like, I need to go. I was gonna go work in the fields."
At 14?
Yes, at 14 years old. Dude, he pushed me in my room. He practically beat me up. He locked me in the room. And I'm like, "Oh my God, I need to go." Like, they were already leaving. And I'm like, "Oh my God," I'm there crying in my room because I needed to leave because I was going to miss the bus. I don't know what we were going in. And I was just sitting there in my bed, and I see I had eaten an orange the day before, and I had left the knife there. And I'm like, "Hey, there's a knife." And then we were poor. Like, we didn't have air conditioning, so we had windows open. So I'm like, I'm going to cut the screen. So I get the knife, and I stab the screen, and you just hear, like, where I'm cutting it. And I guess my brother and my mom were like, "What's that noise?" My brother goes around the house to look through the window, and he sees me. He pushes me through the window. Okay, good.
I'm kidding.
Oh my God, I'm like, good, because I don't. So long story short, I was gonna run away. I was gonna go pick asparagus at 14 years old because I was dumb and yeah, but I didn't, thankfully. And that's when my parents were like, "This girl needs to get out of this school," and they moved me to a Christian school, and here I am.
Still the Christian girl.
Still the Christian girl. I still go to church. I still believe.
And your family knows how we are. They know us. They know we're crazy.
But your family doesn't judge. Like, they're
not judger pudgers at all.
That's what I love about my family. Even like on my church, my pastor.
Christians aren't perfect.
We're not perfect, and that's the bad thing that a lot of Christians they're real judgmental. I have friends that are like, "Maybe you shouldn't be hanging out with these people." Why not? Like, what if I'm the only Jesus y'all ever see? What happens when y'all need something?
I'm not the Jesus.
No. But I'm saying, but right, something happens. Who comes to?
Angela,
Angie
comes to Angie. Pray for us. Pray for us.
Yeah. So you see, like, it's not about they're different. No, that's what Jesus hung around with sinners, like, you know. So
we love that for us.
Yes. Okay.
Her brother knows exactly the way we are.
He's a pastor.
He's a pastor as well, and he doesn't judge us. He will go over, and everybody will be drinking beer, and he doesn't care. Like, he doesn't judge, which we love that for us.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my life in a nutshell.
And what do you look for in a guy? They want to know.
I just want someone that can make me laugh, that can be funny. Who wants someone that's boring and amargado? Like.
And she is a Pisces, guys.
I am a Pisces. That's why me and Joseph get along. We can just look at each other. We already know what we're thinking and what we're.
A ver, go.
You're thinking of Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown is a very Mr. Brown.
He's really veiny, let me just say.
He's a friend of mine, but yeah. Okay,
What?
next, change the subject, guys. You don't need to know all this.
Wait, Mr. Brown was on your live yesterday, just.
I know.
Oh my gosh. And yes, I'm single, and well, it's a complicated situation, but yeah. But I'm enjoying life. I'm enjoying everything life has to offer, and I'm enjoying. I'm on a weight loss journey, and I'm feeling a little bit more confident in myself.
Who would have thought you would have been skinnier than everybody?
No, but she started losing weight, and she started acting real different.
No, but not tampoco, no tanto. But now I do feel more confident. I'm not gonna be wearing big old vatas anymore. Like
like you don't wear muumuus to barbecues anymore. Like you're in your spaghetti straps, crop tops. Like go ahead.
Not yet.
So men, please submit your applications. If
they're both single. Joseph and Angela are both single. They're ready to mingle.
But we love being single. Right?
I love being single. I learned to love myself, and I became not obsessed.
Well, let me tell you something.
But I'm like so happy with myself that I can be single. I like to get up and go to Walmart at 11 at night. Like I don't need to tell anybody where I'm going.
Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna call Angela out really quick. So Angela recently started going to Philip. I think 3 months ago because I got the notification the other day that it's been 3 months. Mm-hmm. We started the same day. It said 3 months.
October 12th. But okay.
Well, it's going to be 4 months.
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to be 4 months. It's been 3 months. So I got this notification, and Angela started going to the gym, right? She developed a gym crush. She ended up getting feelings for a gym crush. Can you say the story, please? Because it's a really good story, and he's never going to listen to this podcast. I'll let you know that.
Well, I'm going to tag him. How about that?
Oh, my God.
Go, just say it.
Okay. Well, so I did have a little crush on someone there at the gym, like... And the person was very nice, and every morning he'd be like, good morning, good morning. So, of course, obviously, like, you know, when your kid's in school, you're like, oh, you look forward to the next day because
you choose your outfit for school and everything.
Yeah, well, I would choose the t-shirt that I was going to wear. No, I'm just kidding. So, anyway, it's okay. You know, it's normal to get crushes. So, I'm like, oh. And I knew he was going to say hi to me and back. And what I love about Philip is they're so clean. After everything you use, you have to wipe everything down. So I would go get my wipe, and he would pass me a wipe. I'm like,
and he would touch her hand barely.
Our fingertips would touch. I'm like, oh my God, I felt the energy. So long story short, we started. He added me on social media on Instagram, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what did I text?
You manifested it.
I texted y'all in the group. Oh my goodness, look who added me, and I didn't add him till like the next day.
Yeah, she was playing hard to get, which you should have never done that.
I know, but maybe I should have. But anyway,
no, I'm glad she did that because what if she would have been more in love with him?
Yeah, no.
Okay, I guess. Sure.
So anyway, we started chatting, and I did initiate the conversation. He had gone to the movies, and I'm like, oh, how good was the movie? Blah, blah, blah. Long story short, we did start talking a little bit just through Instagram. And long story short, I did ask.
That's a long-ass story.
Oh, my. Long story short, to find out, I asked him about the holidays, what he was planning to do, and he's like, so-and-so and this, and my fiance. And I was like, fiance? Like, you have a fiance? And he told me that it was okay, not to worry. And I'm like, no, it's not okay because I didn't want to just chat. And yeah, that's it.
And you ended up finding out he had 10 kids.
He has like 10 kids. But it's okay. Now I have a new crush. So,
heck yeah. New crush? You don't have to tell me names, but...
I don't know his name yet. They're at the gym, Philip.
Angela, oh my God.
Hey, but in a way, guys, you find your motivation. Like that makes you want to push harder. I don't want him to see like, she's lazy. She's not even squatting right.
There you go.
Oh, no, I'm not. I am squatting right. Look. And then I squat.
There you go. No wonder your boobs are bouncing in that picture, the video you posted the other day of the ball.
With these people.
Yeah, that's really scary, but there you go, guys. You heard it here first. Hey, guys, so that's gonna be all of the podcast. It's a little short. Unfortunately, Joseph had to go get a haircut, and we had so much stuff to do. Next podcast will be better, I promise. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I know this podcast was all over the place. Just forgive me when we're all three of us together. It's a mess. It's a really big mess. So I hope you all enjoyed today's podcast. Next week we have a special guest, and I hope you all will like her because I love her. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Alexandra Castillanos with 3 S's, and like my Facebook page. It's Alexandra Nicole. I'll be going live there doing makeup. So yeah, guys, I love y'all so much, and hope y'all have a great day.